Hello, my name is Ashley Ringel. The topic I will be covering today is based on running and pacing strategies. I chose this topic because it was the closest one I could relate to as an athlete. I played soccer for about 8 years growing up, and although the pace is never consistent in soccer, it was important not to burn out in the first quarter, and learning how to do that was very challenging. The main question of focus is, while running, what type of pacing strategy should I use? After thinking about this question for a while and considering how many external factors we could use to enhance our ability to run, I was able to think of a few different innovative ideas. The best part about an innovative idea is that it can sound very expensive or take years to perfect, but it's just an idea that we can branch off of. My thoughts brought me to a shoe that can help our bodies adapt to a pacing strategy or even improve one. Almost like a treadmill, except we're not restricted to an indoor machine. This shoe will be able to track runners' pace, speed, and distance more effectively than a watch or a phone would be able to do. I would also like the shoe to have the ability to regulate a specific pace to either help slow down or speed up the runner by a literal force. A way of making this work would be by changing the way the shoe interacts with the ground on impact. For speed, the shoe sole would have more of a rubber or bouncy consistency, and to slow the runner down, take that factor away so there is less absorption on impact. When coming up with these innovative ideas, it is important to take into account the forces a runner would encounter during an exercise. When a runner has a consistent amount of inertia, it would take another force applied to change that state of inertia. And second, friction would be created between the runner's shoe and the ground. This is also the manipulated part of the shoe when discussing my innovative idea. After doing some research, I was able to find 2 research articles based off of my topic. The first article, Effects of a 4-week high-intensity interval training on pacing during a 5-kilometer running trial. This one was testing how HIIT or high-intensity interval training could impact a pacing strategy during a 5K. The idea was to train the athlete to build a very high endurance with the hopes it would prolong exhaustion. The second is a psychological and physiological effects of deception on pacing and a performance review. This article covers the psychological aspect of running and how pace is regulated. Deception is a key method of manipulation when dealing with what the body is capable of, quitting versus continuing. To finish with my answer, after reading both of these articles, considering the central nervous system interprets afferent feedback from psychological systems in order to adjust the work performed by the skeletal muscles and avoid premature fatigue. The RPE regulates our pacing strategy, making it a psychological challenge. To get the best possible outcome, it is important to be in a positive, determined mindset combined with half-effort exertion. It is important in distance running to preserve as much energy as possible before reaching exhaustion. There is proven research that by building up high endurance, the exhaustion point will be prolonged, therefore making it easier to maintain a proper pace for a longer period of time. To finish this PowerPoint, here are my references to the articles I found. Thank you very much.